Hello there, we're back again. So we looked at the format of the argumentative essay. I showed you guys where you can find some guided notes if you wanted to make your own summary of this presentation. But probably the most important thing would be the mentor text or the examples. We've looked at some sentence templates in the beginning chapters of They Say, I Say. We just kind of glanced at them. But we're going to see some of those words in action with these essays about energy drinks, okay? This is 11 pages. This is not an 11-page essay. They're actually two small essays. I like that each essay is less than 2 pages to show you that we can do this, okay? Because most of your narrative essays were longer than that. We're going to see the essay, one that's for, that agrees with it, one that's against. We're going to see some activities that you can do if you want to, highlighting different parts of the essay. That is why it's so long, okay? So let's take a look. First thing I always look for when I look at an essay, as a teacher, I'm just looking, does it look like an essay? Does it have that MLA format? Here we have the name, polypupil. We have the header in the corner with her name and page number. Does it repeat to the second page? Yep. We have the teacher's name, the class. We have the date in MLA format with the day first. A unique title. It's not called essay. The length of it looks like an essay. Yeah, I see there's different paragraphs. And I see there's indenting. Indenting is important in an essay when we start new paragraphs because it's showing, it's helping guide the eye to keep reading. A lot of those things like punctuation rules and stuff, they really help your brain be able to do the job of reading. What we want to learn this week, our goal this week is going to be learning how to do works cited, bibliography quotations. Works cited means I have this wonderful idea that I want you to agree with me. I'm not the only person that thinks that. That's why I have this works cited page. All these people, well, they also agree with me too, because I took evidence from their work to prove why I'm right. Okay, so when I look at a works cited page, the first thing I look for is the format. We'll work on that over the next 2 weeks. But I'm also looking at the sources, like how many. I saw this person looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sources. They looked at some TV. They looked at Amazon.com. They looked at a health article about energy drinks. They looked at a news article about age restrictions on energy drinks. They looked at a Time magazine article and something about food safety. So the works cited looks like they did their research before making a decision and telling me to agree with them. They went out into the world and read, watched videos, talked to. They got information about this topic. That's what research is, just getting information about a topic. The works cited page shows variety, and it shows, you're giving credit to people that helped you. Same thing with the second essay. Let's just read them one at a time. All right, so let's see what Miss Polypupil says. Polypupil's essay, excuse me, I'm just going to take a quick sip of water before I drink. All right, my friends. Polypupil's essay. A drinking problem. Downing a Monster or Red Bull energy drink brings a welcome buzz to many teens, but the harmful long-term consequences of these beverages are simply too numerous and frightening to ignore. Due to the health risks that accompany these drinks, many communities from Los Angeles to Chicago have considered laws banning the sale of energy drinks to people under age 18. LA may become. That means that's the source where they're getting the information from. Such laws are wise and should be approved throughout the nation because these products bring far more harm than good to teen consumers. With splashy advertising and sponsorships of hip music festivals and extreme sports events, energy drinks are seen by many teens as edgy and cool. But the truth is that these cans of chemicals, very strong language, are slowly poisoning, very strong language, our youth. They didn't say it's bad for your health. Remember, you want people to agree with you. Poisoning. A recent report by the World Health Organization says the products are potentially a significant public health problem, especially for youth. That's coming from the article written by Breda. Teens generally weigh less than adults of similar height, and their tolerance for caffeine is much lower. These two factors create a magnification, increase, of caffeine's effect on their bodies, Alfonsi. In fact, teens are so susceptible to the negative effects of large doses of caffeine, including high blood pressure and heart palpitations, that a handful of deaths have been connected to these products. Breda. Take the case of 14-year-old Anaïs Fournier, who died from a heart attack in December 2011 after consuming two 24-ounce cans of Monster Energy, Alfonsi. That means they're taking this evidence from Alfonsi's article. Moreover, consider the case of Lana Haman, a 16-year-old girl who went into cardiac arrest, heart attack, in June 2014 after guzzling Red Bull energy drinks while on vacation in Mexico. Ongoing lawsuits have been filed against these beverage companies, but any judgment won't bring back these young lives. The best move is to legislate changes before young people's lives are taken. Another argument in favor of restricting access to these toxic beverages is simply financial. Most energy drinks cost about $2 per serving, Amazon. So how do they know energy drinks cost $2? Because they're taking that exact price from Amazon. They didn't just say, oh, I saw it at 7-Eleven. They're actually making that be a quote. Very smart. So $2. While that may seem like a small amount of money, a teen's daily habit of popping open a can of Monster will add up to hundreds of dollars over a 180-day school year. For example, my friend Chris arrives each day to our first period English class with a 24-hour Monster energy drink that he chugs before the bell rings. After lunch, he'll down a 5-hour energy shot to help him through his afternoon classes. On average, he drops $4 a day at the convenience store, which adds up to $720 over the course of the school year. It's an outrageous, strong language, amount to spend, especially when he bemoans, complains, the fact that he never has gas money for his car and couldn't afford to go on last summer's vacation with our circle of friends. Taking a broader perspective on this issue, researchers estimate that youth spent $2.3 billion on energy drinks in 2013. Zira. So they got this quote from the article by Zira. Surely there are better things that teens could do with that money, from purchasing less expensive, healthier snacks to saving for future college expenses. A quick buzz is not worth the cost to their bodies or their wallets. Here we're going to go with the counterclaim. Remember, it's brief, no more than maybe 2 sentences, 1 or 2 sentences. Many critics, the other side, many critics of the opposed law change argue that there are already too much government intervention in people's lives and that teens are mature enough to spend their own money as they wish. While it's true that we should be cautious when considering any change to the law, we must remember that a different set of rules applied to teenagers, and our forefathers wisely gave us the right to amend laws, change them, as needed to evolve with the ages. People under age 18 don't have the same rights or responsibilities as full-fledged adults. Our government already limits teens' access to addictive and dangerous products, such as tobacco, lottery, alcohol, and firearms. Large doses of caffeine within the same category. Furthermore, these drinks do nothing to improve the lives of children and teens. Wise and caring politicians should work to preserve the health of our young people, and the proposed laws of restricting access to these harmful beverages will be an important step in protecting the next generation. Okay, so basically they said, hey, some people don't agree with this because they think the government is already putting too many laws, but I'm going to tell you why they're wrong. They're wrong because the government already has so many laws to control people under age 18 because they're not as responsible as full-fledged adults and they don't have the same rights. So that's why this counterclaim is wrong. That's the purpose of this, okay? So let's take a look at the conclusions. The conclusion paragraph is where they're going to, in this first sentence here, they're going to remind us of everything we just read, summarize, and one more time pack that punch to say, hey guys, this is what I just told you. Once again, I'm right, I'm smart, I gave you all this good evidence and quotes from these books and articles. Please agree with me. So let's see what happens. Final paragraph. When one considers the health risks, financial implications, and legal precedent, it is clear that approving this new law is the right move. There will be plenty of time in teens' adult lives to work long hours, neglect their health, and addict themselves to caffeine. In the meantime, we need to take steps to preserve the well-being of our youth today. The next time a teen faces a daunting amount of homework or needs to cram for final exams, the best move should be to take a short nap, enjoy a brisk walk, or gulp a large glass of water instead of consuming chemical crud. Crud is another word for trash, something that's not good. Okay, so they ended it strong, basically saying, these energy drinks are chemicals, and you don't want kids to drink chemicals, right? They're reminding you what they talked about. Hey, agree with me, guys. I'm right because these drinks are bad for your health. Oh yeah, they're bad for your wallet. And the law is already supporting protecting young people. So that's why it's clear that approving this new law, AKA you agree with me right now, is the right move. They didn't say, you need to agree with me right now. I'm right, you're wrong. No, they said agreeing with this law is the right move. People want to be right. They're going to be more likely to agree if they think they're going to be right than if they think they're doing it just because you told them to. Okay? So it ended in a nice way, reminding you what they talked about and just, again, telling you we should limit drinks being sold to children. All right, good. Let's take a look at the work cited now. So we saw some last names throughout this essay here. We saw them giving quotes, evidence. Okay, they didn't just say, somebody's mom told me on the news that a kid got sick. No, they said, oh yeah, I saw that. It was on ABC News by Sharon Alfonsi. I'm going to quote a few things. So anything that said Alfonsi at the end, they got that evidence from here. Anything that said Amazon, such as the price, it came from here. There was a couple quotes from Breda. This was the article about how energy drinks is not good for your health. So we can see how they use these other people's words and ideas to support. That's kind of like what we did for our homework. according to this person, blah, 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 blah. Some people state, they claim. Who states and claims? The people in our works cited page. Who is this quote according to? The people in our works cited page. The books, the articles, the authors, the videos, any support or help that we got in doing this research, anything that we learned, we need to put it in our works cited page, okay? So this was our essay for pro. People that agree, they think that yes, the sale of energy drinks should be prohibited to people under age 18. I'm going to stop the video now, and then we'll continue with the second example of the same question, the same argument, and we'll read about the side that is con. Thank you very much.